it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. From way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Dad, go 20! Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, easy, easy! Stay 50, stay 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, 25 for Mike. We're going behind.
Throwing is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20.
Touchdown, Packers! Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From way up at the 23 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Stafford here. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. The point after is good. They'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll buy some time right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On first down, it's Stafford. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Stafford. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. We were just saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Touchdown! Andy Isabella from 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on third down, Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Jackson's throw here taken in by Isabella. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Terry McLaurin, 40 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Stafford on first down. Looking deep for Julio. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Packers appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, Stafford. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Easy. Bring it. At 25, 70. 25 to Mike. Here we go, D. At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Hey, let's get up. Stay 50. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
45.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Quit. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this month. No, okay.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the save.